Cool. Okay. Okay, we're good. Hi. So we're live. We're here to do sprints.
Hello.
Yeah. So, how have you guys been?
Good.
That's good.
My first writing sprint, so this will be exciting and fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
Open everything.
Yeah, make sure you guys have your Word documents up and stuff so we can write.
Yes.
Haley, you want to do a little quick introduction to introduce yourself and what you're working on today while I sip my juice?
Yeah, sure. No problem. So, hi everyone. My name is Haley. I'm a friend of Liz and Amber. I'm just doing a little bit of writing. I'm working on a fantasy novel, sort of like a prequel of it. And yeah, it's going to be exciting.
And where can they find you?
That's an excellent question. I've completely forgotten all of my websites. You can find me on Instagram at Hayley Snow Queen. Or my DeviantArt is Belle Winters. That's my name. And yeah.
And YouTube, you have your reel on YouTube, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
If anybody's interested in it's a demo reel for animation. Yeah.
Yeah, I have all Haley's links. I don't have any of Amber's though.
I don't have links. They do not exist. If you wish to find me, you cannot.
All right, Amber, do you want to introduce yourself and what you're working on?
Hello, my name is Amber, and I'm also working on a fantasy novel at the moment, and kind of into a little bit of sci-fi and mystery, but again, you can't find me anywhere. You can't find my work anywhere. It's still a work in progress, so once it does become available and I put it out there, then good to go.
You're very mysterious.
Oh, yes. I'm Liz, obviously, because we're on my channel. And I'm working on The Vampire's Fall, which is a dark fantasy / paranormal romance. And I am... Yeah, there we go. I was a little dark. Okay. I had to fix some lighting. We have a couple comments. Just some people saying hi. And yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so did you guys want to start a sprint now? Do you want to chat a little bit beforehand? It's up to you.
However you guys normally go, I'm along for the ride.
We normally do a mix of both.
Well, I figured as much, a little bit back and forth.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. We'll start with a sprint, I think, and then just kind of go from there. Okay, I just gotta add the thingy.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
so when we start sprints, Amber, just so you know, you have to mute yourself because I'll be removing our faces from the
Okay,
screen.
I found the mute button. Good to know. Good to go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, we're over top of the thing. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna start our first sprint in 3, 2, 1. And that's time.
Okay.
Let me just bring us back up. There we go. Hi. Turn that off. How did everyone do?
I got some editing done.
That's good.
I couldn't think of it. I was like, I don't want to start writing just yet. I'm like, I'll just start editing a little bit more, get some of that piece together. So, and yourselves?
I got 303 words.
Oh, I'm supposed to keep track. Well, editing, I definitely didn't have any more trouble standing with that. So,
How'd you do, Hayley?
I think I did okay. I feel like I'm going by really slowly today, but let me just.
I don't know if you guys can
see.
hear me. There we go.
Okay, so.
Okay. My microphone was like way over there.
I have no idea where my mic is on my laptop, so I'm just kind of playing blindly here. I think I did 147 words. So.
That's not bad, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How did everyone else do? Be sure to leave it in the comments. Oh. 314 math. Oh, I know. Math, man. Almost finished my outlining. Yay!
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's always so exciting.
Yeah, I always highlight on my Word document where I left off, so then when I go back to see how many words I wrote, I just can select like from the highlighted part to wherever I finished, and then the thing in the corner tells me how many words that is. So I'm like, yay, easy. I don't have to count. Yeah. So what'd you guys get up to this week?
Oh, not a whole lot. I cleaned my apartment. As exciting as that sounds, I know that was my task. Oh.
Very glamorous.
Oh, I know, right? Oh my God. I did go for walks though. It was nice, sunny out, less snow. So I'm like, you know what? Getting out of the house when I can. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
What'd you do, Hayley?
We've had some trouble with the internet recently, so I haven't unfortunately been doing anything too exciting. I've been taking Tupper for more and more walks now that, just like Amber, just like there's not a lot of snow, so that's exciting. Being dragged around, yeah. Sometimes I think he's part horse because he's just so strong.
Last weekend we set up some bookshelves. Like these things are massive. Oh my god. But yeah, so we set those up last weekend, and then this weekend David got like some lights. So he's gonna put some like lights on the shelves. Sorry, there's just like a fluff that like passed by, and I was like, what is that?
Mesmerizing. I must know what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's gonna be setting up the lights hopefully like today or tomorrow, and then hopefully next month I'll have a new backdrop instead of my desk, because my desk is a mess right now and it is not film ready. So yeah. And I have, because I do the whole month's like YouTube videos in one day or like in one weekend. And so I'll film all of that in a day and then like edit it and release it over the month, right? And so I would be doing that this weekend. But oh man. No. And then I was looking at my calendar and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have my book done in like a week. And I'm only a third of the way through. So I need to kick myself in the butt and get it done. I got this. I hope so.
See, I'd say if not, could you do an extension?
I already asked for one. Like I got an extra week, but then she has another client after me, so it's like, okay, I need to have it done.
Yeah, you can't push it too far then.
Yeah, but and plus we have like a contract and stuff, so I'm like, okay, I don't want to like breach that at all. So yeah.
Well then, yeah, kicking the butt. Just got to start making a little like timer. Oh, it's time to write. I got to do this for like the next 6 hours. I'll be back after. See you later, world.
Yeah, and like I've been bad because I'm supposed to be going to those boot camps that I'm paying for. Like, how many times a week is that? So it's like 4 days a week, twice a day kind of thing. I'm supposed to be going to those. And the first one's at like 6 a.m. And in January, I got up for like everyone and was there for it. And now it's like I'm way too tired. And if I stay up past 10 p.m., I won't get up at like 5 a.m. to shower and stuff. And like, so I was getting up at 5 a.m. on boot camp days to like, that way I would shower and be decent to be on camera for the boot camp for 6 a.m. And then days that I didn't have boot camp, I would still get up at 6 a.m. and just sit down and write and then shower after. And now I'm getting up like 7:30, rushing to shower and then getting the kids ready for school. And I have like no time to write because the only time I would have to write is either first thing in the morning or before bed. And like I've been so tired before bed. So it's just, it's a never ending cycle of me staying up and doing nothing. And then, so I gotta get back in the routine of getting up crazy early to do writing.
Start to do it, yeah. Early nights.
Yeah.
Late nights.
Yeah. It sucks because everyone else is doing stuff late at night and I'm like, ooh, I want to talk too. I want to do stuff.
I want to do this.
Yeah. So we have some comments. I went for a walk in the woods by my house and there were a lot of ravens. It was very nice. Nice.
Oh. Wonderful.
That's awesome.
I can't wait. And it just keep getting nicer and nicer and more walks. More places. Hikes.
Oh, if we have anyone who's from
Absolutely.
Texas watching, I hope you're doing okay because I've like been hearing things about like in Texas and stuff and they have like a snowstorm and everything and that's just crazy, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah, I haven't heard of snow in
Weird
Texas.
weather this year.
Pardon?
Weird weather this year.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've heard a lot of people talking about how 2021 right now is kind of acting like 2020's little sister and how it's being just a slightly brattier. So we have laddie or lady, I already forget. Riaz? Oh my god, I can't even talk. Like, but she says hi.
Hello.
And then, oh gosh, Technu
I believe so, yes.
also says hi. I don't know why I do these things because I can't read. Like,
Neither can I. I was like, I'll help you out, but I guarantee you I'm going to watch it even worse.
We should just have Hayley read all the names so I don't feel bad.
Okay.
I know you've been up past 2 a.m., Liz. I have. I've been so bad. I'm like, oh yeah, I have writing jobs to do for clients, and I'll work on that, and then I just sit down and I watch Netflix. Or I play video games. I'll play video games with my brother because we're working on making a bunch of content for our gaming channel. And so I have all these things to film, or I have all these things filmed. I just haven't edited them because it takes even more work. And so I'm just tired. I'm so tired. 2021 is the sequel. Oh no. I'm not ready for the
As long
sequel.
as it's not a trilogy. I don't need a trilogy. I'm done with it. I'm moving it away.
Oh, as long as it's not like
Yeah,
a
it's not
quadrology with like 4 books. Whatever that's called.
No.
Oh my gosh. Like the next 10 years. Oh my god. Could you imagine? It's a series now.
No.
I'm okay if I wait 10 years for like the trilogy or the whatever you just said, because I'm not even going to attempt that. I can say quadruplet, and that is the extent. I ain't trying to get into notebooks with.
Oh no, what if like 2020 was just the prequel? And then this is the real one.
No.
Oh my god. Could you imagine?
No.
Well, that's kind of what's happening, because isn't there like
2020 felt
new
pretty
strains of
bad.
like COVID and stuff happening? So it kind of feels like 2020 was like the prequel, and then this is the real shit.
Now we got a bunch of spin-off series happening.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like where Hayley and I live, we're going into another lockdown.
Oh, geez, really?
Yeah, starting Monday, because we just came out of the lockdown, and now they're putting us back in, but the schools aren't being closed. But I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that got reopened anyways. So I don't know.
Yeah, see, we're still in a couple places that are like opening, but like March 1st, when the minimum capacity, they'll open more stuff up again, which is nice. But again, give it 3 weeks and then we're gonna be closed again. So like, yay, fun, wave 3.
What are you gonna do?
And that's it. I'm like, at least it's nice out for the next like month or so. It'll start getting warmer and it won't be feel like I'm trapped inside if you don't go out, do stuff. So
yeah, and then I can actually make use of my giant backyard and send the kids in it and be like, go play on the play set.
there you go. Have fun.
Have fun.
Writing.
Yeah. Bring David's laptop out and just sit on like at the little table outside and attempt to write. We need to get like a fence so Rosalind doesn't run away. Because she does that. She'll play for a bit and then she'll like look at me all devilishly and then just like book it. And I'm like, ah! So like she stays in the other people's backyards, but she just like books it and sees how far she gets, and then I'll chase after her, and she's just giggling the whole time she's running. She knows what she's doing.
Oh.
Aww.
2-year-olds, man. 2-year-olds. Oh, today I'm drinking from a Lion King cup. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, yes.
It's Simba.
It's Simba. It's so pretty. Oh.
Yeah, 'cause I think last time I drank from like Beauty and the Beast and it had like the rose and stuff. And I was going to grab just a normal glass. I'm like, no, I got to keep this Disney theme going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just official now.
It's canon for my YouTube channel now. Oh, boy.
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Should we do another sprint?
Oh, I'm down and ready. At some point, I'll do a word count sprint. I'll write on something else, but.
Okay. All right.
Credits.
3, 2, 1, go. And that is time.
Ooh, that was quick.
Right? I just need to refresh that. There we go. Let me turn that off. And how do I take you away? There we go. How do you guys do?
There we go. Oh, so damn close. Okay. Now I know the struggle you were talking about the other day with the webcam. I haven't used this one, so I'm like, yeah, it's just right in your face.
Right? That's why I take our faces off, like when we're doing the timer.
Sure,
That way we're not like, yeah.
Just staring into the camera. That's all we need.
So I only got like 68 words because I got distracted because I have gummy bears next to me, and I was like, gummy bears. Yeah. And then I started like notifications on my phone, so I was like, well, I'm already distracted. So I
will be more distracted.
So I answered a few like texts and stuff, and I was like, all right, back to writing. And then I wrote 68 words, and I checked the timer, and I was like, I have 58 seconds. I'm not getting anything else done. Yeah.
Yeah, I may have snuck off and made myself a drink when I got thirsty. Oh yeah. I was like, no one can see me. I'm just gonna poop away. Oh.
How did you do, Hayley? You should have done that.
I should have done that. Now I feel like I'm left out. I need a drink now.
Sprint. You just take off and take a little sprint yourself. Oh.
Where did I'm trying to remember where I left off. I always do that. Here I am. Okay. Let's see. I have 215. A little bit more.
Were you still plotting or whatever you were doing, Amber?
Yes, I was editing. I just pulled up my book. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and actually I'll do an actual something I wanted to write, but I'll have to look in my book to find it. See where I was, what I was doing.
Oh, it was someone in the comments who was outlining. I got confused. So how's your editing going? Are you doing like edits from our critique group or?
Yeah, I'm continuing the next couple chapters. I want to say I'm on chapter 11 right now. So I just started doing some editing there because I went to pull it up and I'm like, I don't know which chapter I stopped on. I'm like, damn it, okay, I'm just gonna go back in here. I'm like, this is as good a place as any to start. But
I have something to admit. I again have not read anything for tonight's group.
Neither have I. No, I haven't. I haven't put anything in the folder in I think 3 weeks now. I haven't.
I started editing Haunted Days, which I was wanting to put in 2 weeks ago, and I just haven't. But I only got the beginning of the chapter done, and I was like, well, I can't put this in, and that was it. I don't know. So I have to finish that, but first I have to finish editing this, and then I can worry about rewriting that and putting that in, and then and my brain keeps being procrastinate. You can do it later.
Keep doing it later.
And I'm like, no, I've been saying that for all of February, and now I have 2 weeks. And knowing me, it'll be 2 days before the deadline, and I'll be like, okay, we're pulling all-nighters now.
No one's talking to me. My phone's on silent. Do not disturb. Got all the gummy bears locked away, and all I do is write.
Well, I need something with me, or else I'll be sitting here and I won't be writing because I'll be snackish. So I just type, snack.
Just think you got to do a word count. Okay, I did 5 lines. Okay, I can have a gummy bear. Yes, okay, here we go again. Another gummy bear.
According to NaNoWriMo right now, because I use their website to keep track of my word count, I have to write over 2,000 words a day to meet my deadline. And I set my deadline for NaNoWriMo 2 days before my actual deadline. That way, I have time to
actually
procrastinate.
I definitely suggest getting on some words. Is that 2,000? You're gonna get you need 3,000, 4,000. Okay, so you got to do half your book right now. You got
Yeah.
like 5 minutes.
It'll be like the day before. I'll be like, hey, you got to write 30,000 words now. And I'll be like, ugh. Oh, God.
No.
Oh. So, Technu did 191 words. That's pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's more than what I did, so.
Oh. No.
Just gonna make my screen a little bigger here. Doo-doo-doo.
For some reason, Hayley, when you said that you were going to make your screen bigger, I expected like your actual screen to get bigger. And I was like, wait, no, because then we're going to get smaller. Oh boy.
I love those moments.
I haven't even been drinking, and my brain's just like, yeah, we're going to think that.
Oh, goodness.
It's all good. Honestly, I was looking at the clock today and I thought to myself, okay, it's almost 2:55. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get my things all set up. And I check it again and I go, oh my God, it's not 2, it's 1. I was such a goof. I'm just like, I'm going to go sit down.
So I had an alarm at like 4:50 and I was like, okay, cool. I got like 10 minutes before I have to get up at 5 to shower for boot camp, right? And then 5 comes, I'm like, oh, I can wait another couple minutes. 5:05 comes, 5:10, 5:30, 5:45, and then 6, and I'm like, oh, well, I can just not have my camera on. And then I go back to sleep, and then 6:30 comes, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm already late. I might as well just not go. And this goes till 8 a.m. So, like, I don't know why I didn't go.
Hey, no, you're 2 minutes late. You're like, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I couldn't commit that 2 minutes. I don't think I can be the other 2 hours.
and then I didn't get up till like 10, and I was like, oh, I don't have to shower today. And I was just hanging out, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I have live writing sprints. I have to shower today. And so then I showered, and I was like, oh, well, I can make it to my 1 o'clock boot camp, right? And so then at 10 to 1, I'm like, oh, I'm really hungry. So I started making quesadillas, and an hour later, I was ready because it took me like however long to preheat the oven, to cook them, and then to eat them. And I was like, dude, that took like an hour. And it's my writing sprint started at 3. Boot camp doesn't end till 3. It's already 2. I'm like, well, I don't have time. And so then I didn't go. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm terrible.
Just making all the excuses you can. You're like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I was sitting here and it was like 2:20 or something. And I'm like, I'm going to have to send Hayley and Amber the link at 2:30. And then I look at the clock again. I'm like, oh my God, it's 2:30. I need to send Hayley and Amber the link. And then I send you guys the link. I'm like, hey, be here 10 minutes early. And then I look at the clock. I'm like, oh my God, it's 1:45. What am I doing with my life?
Oh, well, see, when I got the text, it was just like, oh, yeah, you guys can join whenever you're good. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And that's when I was like, oh, I got plenty of time. This doesn't start till 3:30. Yeah, no, 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. I just lost half an hour of time that I thought I had. Run away.
Yeah. Oh, I know when you were like, oh, I'm going to go outside real quick. And I'm just like, okay, you got 1 minute and 50 seconds.
Like, what? I can't do anything in 1 minute and 50 seconds. Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Time is just all over the place.
I love deadlines. I love the whooshing noise as they go by. Yeah, that's exactly it. I set deadlines for myself, and then I'm just like, bye, deadline.
See you next time.
It's funny because, like, back in November, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna edit this book and have it done by the end of December. And then mid-December, I'm like, end of January. And then, like, the end of January comes, and I'm like, all right, February, you're my month. And then I did like absolutely nothing in February. I don't even know what happened this month. Like I just was not in for it, and it went by so fast.
So the
Like,
month
January went by so slow, and then February went by so fast.
I know. I can't believe we're already in March. Oh,
are we in March?
I think in a couple, like what, two days,
Almost.
1 day.
Oh my God, you
there.
scared me. You scared me.
You scared me.
I was like, no, I don't have time. I had a mini heart attack.
You're good. You've got a couple days left.
Oh my God, a couple days left. Yep.
Couple days. There you go.
Essentially, because today's Saturday, and then Sunday, and then Monday's the 1st, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right? I'm on the phone.
It's either Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, it's Monday.
Monday, I believe.
So at some point between the 28th and the 1st is my anniversary. Like a magic little time in between.
This point, you can make up the time and date whenever you want until 3 years from now, and then you'd be like, okay, we actually have it good.
Oh. For anyone watching, we got married last year on February 29th, and there's no 29th this year, so I don't have an anniversary this year.
Every 4 years, you're good to go. Like I probably couldn't forget that. I'd be like, oh, 4th year's coming up. Is it time again already?
I know. Like we were joking that maybe we'd go for like some big like trip for our first anniversary, which is in like 4 years. And because I was like, oh, David, we could go to like PEI on our first anniversary, and he's like, isn't that coming up? I'm like, yeah, we got 3 more years. We're good. And he's like, oh yeah.
Oh, perfect.
There's a really great TED Talk about procrastination I think you should maybe watch. I probably should, in all honesty. If you want to leave the link to that, that'd be great.
I think I've seen that, actually.
Watching the link, though, see, there's just this never-ending loop.
Yeah, I'll procrastinate by watching the video on how not to procrastinate.
Exactly. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah, it's by Tim Urban. All right, I'll make sure I look that up. I'll make sure it takes a couple hours.
I've seen a video like that when I was in school.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to get more juice.
More procrastination.
Yeah.
Just run.
You guys just need to like text me every hour, be like, "Have you written today? Have you written today?" I'll be like,
"How many words are you at?"
Yeah. What's your word count? Give me your login for NaNoWriMo so I know what you're at.
That little conscious voice just sitting
I'll send a little sticker.
And I have like jobs I have to do too, and I'm like, I don't want to do them because I need to work on the book, but at the same time, those have due dates as well, and I get paid.
Yeah, like what's more important?
Yeah, what's more important? They're both important. Equally.
They're both very important, yes.
Yes. With the procrastination
monkey.
Oh, I feel like I'm the procrastination monkey at this video. Like, Jesus.
It's all good. We love monkeys.
It's all good because you're not the editor who has to read it, right? My poor editor. Oh my god. She doesn't know what she's in for.
You know what she signed up for.
Yeah. Well, now I know for next time to like, because I gave myself deadlines that were realistic at the time when I set them, and then now I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But I know for next time to set them like crazy. So I either need to set them crazy in advance or set them really, really soon. Because I feel like if I set them crazy in advance, like 2 or 3 years down the line, I'll wait until like 2 days before that deadline still, and I'll be like, oh shit.
Look at your calendar. Oh, I was supposed to have that like written, polished, edited, sent in, and it's not even like 2 words done yet.
Because I was like, originally I was like, okay, I'm gonna have like a chapter edited a day. And I'm like, that's reasonable, right? A chapter a day, that's not bad. And now I have to do like 6 chapters a day because I didn't do a chapter a day. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. The struggle is real. All right. Another sprint.
Sprint away.
All right. Oh, we have another comment first. Procrastination at its finest. I have a paper due on Monday, and my plan is to write all 3 on the same day. We're in the same boat. Yep. Yep. We should what is that called? I think it's like called accountability partners or something, where like You're just like, hey, make sure I do this, and I'll make sure you do that, and then we like message each other. It's like, hey, have you done this yet? I need like one of those in my life, where they just constantly be like, get off your ass,
That's a good idea.
go write the book.
Oh, so you got your iPhone still. You know, you got Siri could do it. You could probably be like, hey, I need you to like just yell at me every hour on the hour.
I'll just set like 100 alarms. My phone is already full of alarms. And Siri can't even wake me up. You think Siri can get me to write a book?
I don't trust Siri. I don't like Apple. I hate Siri. I'm like, I got my Aly. I'm not gonna say her name because she likes to listen to me when I don't try and talk to her, and then vice versa. She won't listen to me when I need to talk to her. So I'm like, well. Or she randomly starts saying things. It's creepy.
One sec. I want to see something. Hey, Siri.
Okay.
He's not even listening to me.
See?
Hey,
They don't
Siri.
listen.
Fine, I'll do you manually. Write my book for me. He brought up resources to help write my book. I don't think you can see it. But he's like, this is what I found for write my book. How to write a book. 23 simple steps from bestsellers. The next one is book editing basics. 10 simple ways to edit your book. How to write and publish your book for free. So that's what he thought I wanted. Ha ha ha, hilarious. Yep. Siri, do my job for me. He'll be great. All right.
Siri's like a genius. Like, you have to be very specific.
I know. Yeah, but he doesn't try to like steal anything from you when you try and make a wish. Right? Whereas like genies are just like, oh, you want a car? Let's go steal one from like a mafia boss.
It's your wish, but it's like a dark twist on your wish. Like, oh, you want this? Well, guess what? We're doing some bad stuff to get it. So
I want $100 or I want like a bunch of money. Okay, we're just gonna take it right out of the bank.
it's like, oh my god, look at all this money. And on yet later news, there was a bank robbed the other day.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Sprint start in 3, 2, 1, go. And that is time. Refresh that.
Unmute that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
There we go. We lost Hayley for a second there. And so I know nobody on the other end saw, but like I went to check the stream quickly and I was like, oh my God, where'd Hayley go? And then she posted in our Facebook feed thing saying that she was having crappy internet. Oh, I still have the banner on. And so when she came back, I'm like, oh, add to stream. And then our faces popped up on the screen. I was like, no, remove that.
That's not what I wanted. Oh.
Yeah, so that was the thing that happened.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I managed to kind of get back on, and then I kind of saw that, and I went, "Wait, are we out of time already?"
No.
Oh, I loved it. As soon as you put it on mute, I got a phone call, and I'm like, oh, it's like people just know the perfect time. I'm like, okay, procrastination, you're back again. What's going on?
That should just be
Right?
my mic. Hello.
Whoa.
I don't even know if am I louder now? I don't even know. But anyways, so I should probably check my mic settings later. Anyways, so I forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh yeah, my brother, anytime I'm doing like sprints or whatever, he always calls me as soon as the sprint ends, and I'm like, dude, like couldn't you call me when I was muted?
Oh.
He hasn't called yet today though, because he has to work today now. So
Ah,
yeah,
a little bit of time to yourself then.
yeah, it's nice. We should just retitle this stream "Procrastination at its Best."
I think it fits and suits beautifully.
I actually wrote words this sprint. I wrote 227, even though I got distracted again with my phone. I got distracted, and then I wrote 227 words.
Yeah. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
I know I actually did a different document this time. I was like, no, I'm actually going to write something that I have to write that I haven't like already typed up. So I did 182, so I'll take it. I was like, yes.
Nice.
I made some words.
Oh goodness, there we go. How'd you do, Hayley?
Amidst the fiasco.
I think amidst the fiasco, I have honestly no idea. Okay, let me just say I stopped here and this highlight here. How many words? 95.
Ooh. You also got removed from the stream, so I understand.
And the internet in general, so.
I know, internet just can't pick a time right now. It's all good though. Just a little bit.
How did everybody else do? Let us know in the comments. Oh, my back hurts.
All the sitting.
Right? I should probably work on that job that is like overdue, but yeah. I'll do it after the stream. Get some words in for the book first, and then worry about it. I should probably update
one thing at a time.
227. Update that. Oh my God! I wrote 530 words today.
Yeah, what's that? Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that's counting the words I wrote last sprint though, because I think it was only like 60 something. But I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Oh, my back. So what are you guys' plans for the rest of this today?
Not a whole lot. Maybe I'll get more writing done. I finally have like the house to myself, so I'm like, ooh, might be time. Oh, sit and listen to some music. Nice.
What about you, Hayley?
Probably try to write a little bit more, and then it's usually about like right now that I start to kind of go, okay, it's now like relax time. I get to relax now. But I don't honestly know. That's a good question. I guess, yeah, I try to get my stuff all organized for tonight for writers groups and D&D groups. Saturdays are very busy, so I'm sort of like jumping back and forth. So.
Oh yeah, are you going to
What
my
about you?
brother's tomorrow for the D&D thing?
Yes, I'm gonna try. It's session 0, right? So it's not like officially starting or anything.
Yeah, he explained
Or we're
it to
just
me
kinda
as
talking
it's
about
kind
it,
of
or-
like just our characters getting to know each other or something. So,
Okay.
yeah. So it's starting, but
To
it's
be
not
completely
starting.
honest, Okay. To be completely honest, I haven't fully gotten my character all written out. I'm so
How
sorry.
dare you?
But I'll try to work on I know, I'm so sorry. I'll try to work on something a little bit tonight. I can do that in between my times. So I can try to do that. Sorry, I'm getting attacked by sunlight here. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Today's just not my day.
I keep like slouching down, like way down here, and every time I notice it, I'm like, oh, straighten up.
Yep.
It's because my microphone's like right here.
Oh, so you just try and get close to it. Talk.
Yeah, so I just keep trying to get like closer to it, and then I'm like slouching and slightly out of view, and I'm like, oh, straighten up. Oh. So I keep want to say Tenku, but like the K and the N aren't in the right like orientation for that. So it's Teknu. Got 251 words.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
And getting ready for some appointments. See, like, look how slow I have to read that out loud just to understand what the heck I'm reading. Getting ready for some appointments and working on romance arc in my story. Oh no, I'm good. It's okay. I'm just slightly dyslexic. It's fine. So like I'm reading it and I'm like, that's not the right word. And so I have to read it like super slow to make sure I say the right words.
My brain and mouth don't process at the same time, so my brain reads it. My mouth is too slow, and it's like, okay, wait, hold on, we're jumbling words together now. Go, go, go.
It's like my eyes and my brain don't communicate, and then my brain and my mouth don't communicate. So like what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking, and what I'm saying, 3 totally different things. Yeah. But that's really cool. That's really cool about the arc. That's cool. And the appointment.
That's awesome. So nice.
It was funny. So I think it was last week I had an appointment with Riaz or Lady or whatever she wants to be called. So I had an appointment with her to like talk about her story and stuff, right? And as I was talking to her, I was editing the story. So like she and I think it was her husband or someone, I'm not quite sure, but they were like talking and I was just going, and I'm like editing, and because it was on Google Docs, they could see me editing live, so they know I'm editing it in the call. And I'm like, I feel so bad, but I gotta get this done. And then they're talking about stuff, and I'm just like, and then they ask me a question. I'm like, you're gonna have to repeat that because
my were not accurate. I did not hear that.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I feel so bad. And then she was like, "Oh, do you want to do that again? Where like we talk while you're doing edits?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know if I can handle it." What time is it?
One thing
I can't see past this block.
Sorry.
Oh, she says, "LOL, we understood." Ha ha ha. Well, I'm glad you understood. I still felt bad though, because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this done before our meeting, and then like 5 minutes before our meeting, I was like, shit, that didn't get done. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it before the meeting starts, and then I just kind of sat there and waited for the meeting to start.
Just watch the clock, like, nah, another minute, I'm not gonna edit. Another minute.
Again, procrastination at its best.
Oh, you're getting a mug or a sweater or something with procrastination. You can like hang it.
I have I got this for Christmas. I won it. It says voted best procrastinator. I keep it on my desk.
Oh, nice.
It makes me proud.
Marvelous.
Oh yeah. But yeah, you could totally get me a mug. I can add it to my collection.
Every time there's got to be a line inside at the bottom, and if you've gotten to that line, it's like you procrastinated too much today. And you're like, no, put your cup down.
Lang felt bad because we were distracting you. Yeah, but we were having the meeting to talk about your piece, and I hadn't even done it yet. It was actually fun to see you edit live. Oh, that's good. I'm glad my edits were fun to watch. There was moments where I'm editing and I'm typing and I know that they're watching me edit and I'm typing and I spell something wrong and I'm like, shit! And I try to quickly fix it to hide it. Oh, because spelling is not my forte.
I'm with you. I'm with you there. Come on.
Yeah.
No.
That's why I'm not a line editor and that's why I need editors. I'm like, oh my god, edit this, please. Go. Make it look pretty. Prettify. Yeah. And then I don't know why, but so recently I switched to a new computer, right? And so I had to re-download Microsoft Word and everything. And while I'm writing, for some reason, all of the I's get capitalized. It doesn't matter if it's randomly in the word, in a sentence, it'll be the word in, it, impossible, any word that starts with an I gets capitalized no matter where it is in the sentence.
Oh god, no, that's
and
weird.
I'm like, why?
That's so strange.
Liz, I don't think being the best procrastinator is something to be proud of. It's not, but it's part of who I am, so I love it. I love all of myself, except for my rolls on my tummy. Those I don't love. But yes, I should put that on my resume. Be like, voted best procrastinator. Nobody would hire me. Oh my. Okay, do we want to do one more sprint or do we want to just hang out and talk?
I'm down for either.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not picky. I'm just like, oh, we're doing this. I'm like, okay, cool, let's go.
Yeah, I know. I think it was last week or something during our meeting. Hayley and I were like, "Hey, Amber, you want to join us for sprint?" She's like, "What's a sprint?" And I was like, "Oh no,
oh no, we must each other the way."
Yeah.
I live under a rock. Let's just assume that. That's it.
Did you like it though?
I did. It's quite fun. I'm actually getting probably more writing done than I normally.
I know, right? It forces you to actually do writing for a set amount of time and then you take a break. Unless you're me, who takes a break and does nothing and then is like, okay, I have to write now. Let's check my phone first. Oh, I should respond to all this. Now I can write.
Things you got to do before you can actually write. Mine typically is I have to clean my entire house. I'm like, if I want to write, I got to be sitting in this pristine, nice place. And I'm like, yes, this is the way to do it.
Yeah, see, that's probably what David wants me to do is clean the entire house and then write. But I'm just I'll do it later. Again, procrastinating. I was supposed to do the dishes before this live stream and they still haven't been done. So guess what's getting done as soon as we're done here?
Oh, fun.
She was like, Liz, you just have to load the dishwasher. I'm like, all right, I can do that. Has it been done? No.
No, it does not.
No, it does not.
Oh, geez.
Yep.
Oh.
So, you guys, if anybody who's watching wants to do another sprint, just let us know in the comments and we'll do that. I think we're probably just going to hang out for the next 10, 12 minutes? 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Just chit chat.
I'm just going to show you another thing I randomly have on my desk. So this thing blocks my little clock in the corner. So anytime you see me going, what time is it? It's because I have to look around it. It says, you can. It came out of, what's that subscription box called? The Scribbler writer box. It came out of that. And I was like, oh, this is so cute. And so I put it on my desk as motivation. And of course it sits right next to the voted best procrastinator. So whenever I sit down, I'm like, ooh, which one of you am I going to listen to?
Vote. You can, the world's best procrastinator.
You can procrastinate.
You can get this done no matter how much you're procrastinating.
Oh, I don't know if you guys saw this, but do you remember my
And I love
little Claire figure that I got 3D printed?
Okay, yes.
I glued her ankles on. I glued her feet on. Now she doesn't have broken ankles anymore. I'm so happy. I have to put her on my bookshelf.
Yay!
Yay. It was funny because I sent it to the artist, a picture, and I was just like, look, Claire's ankles aren't broken anymore. And she just laughed.
Oh.
I was so sad when it came in the mail, though, and the ankles were already
Aw,
broken.
that's
And I was
awesome.
like, no.
Like, this is fragile packaging, folks. Come on.
Oh, it was so sad. It made me cry. On the inside, not on the real. Because that'd be kind of
Forgot to put that fragile package.
fragile. Yeah. Fragile. Oh my gosh, I have so many things to do. Oh my god. I'm like looking over at like all the things I have to ship to people. Like Amber's one of the people I have to ship something to, and I'm just looking at it, it's right next to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do that later.
Someday. Don't worry about it. It
Not
happens.
happening today. Well, I want to get something commissioned because you bought
That's a
Red's
Sunday.
Heart, right? So I want to like get a print commissioned and like put it in the book with it. And I just haven't done it because one, it costs money, and two, I'm lazy and I have to actually message people and
It's a whole process at this point.
yeah. I'm so lazy. Oh my god. I should seriously just like put it on like my YouTube banner or something, like voted best procrastinator. And then just like open every video with like, yeah, so I procrastinated this week. Like every video should open with that.
You guess what I did this week? It starts with a P.
Yeah.
Ends with oastinating. Roastinating, I guess.
Procrastinating.
So it's like it can't be procrastinating. It was no, it's gotta be real.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh, I'm out
I
of
wonder
juice.
what
I was
it
about
could
to
be.
like reach for my cup and have a drink, and then I was like, oh, sadness.
Oh no.
Aw.
Oh.
Oh, do you guys watch I think
Playing
it's
a
called
little sad
Nerdy
piano.
Crafter? Oh, the sad piano. Do you guys watch Nerdy Crafter?
No.
Oh, well, sometimes she does this crafting kind of show where she like, so she buys different craft kits and she kind of rates them on if they're worth it and stuff like that, like worth buying and stuff. And so she has her sister on some of the episodes or whatever you want to call them. And whenever her sister's really sad and says no, she sounds like a wolf. She goes, no.
I love it.
Oh, that's what you reminded me of, Amber. When you
Dad
did
actually-
the oh man.
My dad actually sent me a video of this husky, and he was out in the snow, and the owner's just like, okay, time to come inside. And he just went, no. And he just ran off. He didn't want to
I
come
love it when
inside. He wanted to
cats-
stay out in the snow and play.
Oh. I love it when like cats do something where they like sound like they're talking or whatever, or like they just scream and run away. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Love it.
Oh, well, that's my cat. You can have a full-on conversation with her. You just sit there. You talk. She meows back. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And it's just like, okay, enough is enough. You're not a dog. Stop it.
I wish my 2-year-old would talk. That'd be great. So far, I'm just like, "Hey, Rosalind," and she like looks at me, and I'm like, "Can you do something?" And she just looks away. She's like, "No."
Yeah.
Oh, she was so cute yesterday because she kept trying to fall asleep everywhere, but she couldn't. She like curled up on the couch, and like I tucked her in, and she just laid there with her little bum in the air, and it was like, "Oh!" And she just watched Paw Patrol and sat there, and then she didn't nap though. And then I put her up for her nap, and she just played. And then David got home, and he brought her back down, and I think he fed her dinner, and then laid her on the couch, and then she just passed out. And I was like, "Why couldn't you do that earlier at nap time?" And then she tried to roll off the couch. Like she rolled over and nearly fell off head first, and like David caught her with his hand, and I'm like, "I think it's time for bed."
Oh.
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 Very
See, now I
cute.
say I'm gonna write after this, but I'm gonna like watch Criminal Minds and be lazy. I can see it now.
I know. I'm like, oh, I'm almost done this chapter. I'm totally gonna write it when we're done, and then I can guarantee you, I am not gonna write it when we're done.
So
I'm like, oh yeah, I'll finish this chapter, and then I'll go do some work, and then I'll do some more writing, and then that's not gonna happen. Nope.
see, there can be no and then when it comes to writing for me. I'm either there for 6 hours, just like maybe getting up every couple minutes to get something, do this, but I'm like, no, I'm writing and I'm doing nothing else. Because as soon as
Well, I know as soon as this live stream ends, David's gonna be like, "Are you done? Can you come do the dishes now?" And then I'll be like, "Okay." And then I'll load the dishwasher and run it. And he's like, "Okay, well now I need the rest of the kitchen clean." And I'll be like, "Oh, but I need to write.
more stuff to do.
There's so much house cleaning."
Oh.
And I even told him yesterday. I'm like, "Hey,
But
okay,
it's
so
good to
I need
kinda
to
get away
write."
from the laptop.
Yeah, it's good to get away from the computer, but at the same time, I have a deadline that I like procrastinated for, and I'm just like, David, I need to get like a lot of writing done this next 2 weeks. He's like, cool, I need the kitchen cleaned. I was like, oh no, we need a maid. Amber, come move into my house and clean it.
Yeah, I'll just live in the like the basement that you have, the crawl space.
Yeah.
Perfect size for me. We're good.
Oh yeah,
Match.
I can't guarantee there's no spiders or snakes down there, but
Spiders, I guess I'm gonna have to like shoo out. Snakes, we might be able to be friends. We'll see.
we might be able to be friends.
I can send you to get me stuff. Be like, yo, go get me like an egg from the fridge, and then you can come back and give me an egg. And you know, I don't know why an egg, but I just thought that'd be funny to see a snake come down with like an egg bulge in it, and just be like, here you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. You just hear
The snake,
stirring up in your
if
house.
a snake came up out of my crawl space, I would have a heart attack.
A heart attack.
I would.
Aww.
Oh,
I
goodness.
would. It's true.
It's okay, they're friends.
No. We watch this one YouTube guy, and he like takes apart I don't know, like iPods and stuff or something. And he's somebody that David watches, and at the end of every video he shows like a little clip of his snake, and David's like, cover your eyes, and I'm like, ah,
No.
I can't watch the snake. It's scary.
With me.
Okay, do we want to plan when our next live stream is before we log off?
I do like having dates and times, especially times.
Yeah. Make sure you write it down.
I swear everyone said 3:30. I'm either that or I'm living in like a Mandela effect where instead, I don't know why, but it's not a great Mandela effect, but it still is. Half an hour difference there. No, I swear it was never changed. It was 3:30. Wait. Yeah.
But it was funny because I'm pretty sure, where's she going? I'm pretty sure that even like when you messaged me earlier, Amber, I was pretty sure that I even saw it said 3:30, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Because I only looked at the first 3, and I was like, yep, that's right.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait a minute. You told me I put 3:30. You told me yes. Why is time changing on me?
We changed it last minute and didn't tell you.
Exactly.
It's like I have to look at my calendar.
No, that's a lie. I just checked my calendar. I definitely wrote 3. I just, for some reason, thought it was 3:30 today. Every other day, I knew it was 3 until the day of, and I'm like, I got an extra half an hour.
I'm just gonna add this. It'll be fine.
I'll just like disappear, walk outside. You know, you'll hear me, but you won't see me. Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, creepy.
Very creepy. Oh.
Are we doing writing sprints on the 27th?
That's today.
I meant next month. So I'm looking at March. But no, sorry, I'm like looking ahead in my calendar, and it says writing sprints on YouTube, and I'm like, am I doing sprints on next month on the 27th already? Which is possible. I just don't remember who or when I'm doing that. Apparently it's at 3, so maybe I'm doing sprints on the 27th at 3. I don't know. Sorry, actually it says writing springs.
Springs, yes.
It's a writing spring, not a sprint. Oh boy.
Get
Okay.
ready for spring.
Do we want to do maybe the 13th? March 13th?
Sounds good. I need my calendar.
Yeah, look in your calendar to make sure it's actually good, Amber.
Yes. So 3 o'clock, right?
3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
3:05. Just so. There we go.
Did you say 3:05?
Just to be off the, like instead of being on the hour, 5 minutes later, really throw people off. Okay.
All right, just added it to my phone.
Yay, me too. Okay, so March 13th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I keep saying standard time. EST. 3 p.m. EST. We will be doing sprints again for roughly 2 hours. All right. Okay, so I guess that is it for today. I will see you guys later.
See you guys, I guess later on tonight. Bye-bye.
Yeah? Okay. Bye.
Have a good day, everyone.
See ya.